We have great guests today, and it is time once again, ladies and gentlemen, the big moment to check your local IQ. Okay, this is not Steve Westman.
How'd you know it was
Darn,
me?
the disguise didn't work.
Man, I blew my cover.
Hi, Siobhan. How are you?
Hi,
Siobhan Otero is pinch hitting today for.
I'm filling in for the curious townie. He's off being curious out of town.
Being a townie guy.
Yes.
Good to see you today.
Good to see you on a Monday. So thank goodness we have a 3-day weekend coming up. And guess what's this weekend? The Albuquerque Wine Fest, which
Yes.
will be,
I always look forward to this.
everybody loves the Wine Fest. May 25th to 27th, noon to 6. They have a variety of international food, local arts and craft vendors, live music. And this year they're going to feature 22 artists, or 22 wineries. One being Corrales Winery, which was founded in 2000 in the historic village of Corrales, which is in the heart of the oldest wine growing region in North America.
All right.
I
So
wasn't aware of
With
that.
us today, we have co-owner and winemaker Keith Johnstone. Welcome.
all right. Well, now what we're going to do, Keith, hang on. We're gonna fix Keith's mic here so we can actually hear him. But this is really going to be a fun event this weekend. This has been going on many years. And when you go to the Wine Fest, you can sample all the local wines, some great food. It's incredible. Now we can hear Keith. We got you all set up. Welcome to the couch and the morning brew.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Thank you. Yeah, and your mic works. Thank you very much.
Check.
All right, and
So,
you've been to this before, haven't
I
you?
have been, and you've been around for 13 years now, right?
Yep, we started in 2000.
2000. So what really inspired you to start your own winery?
I was getting ready to retire from Sandia Labs and was looking for something that would be as challenging as that kind of a job was. And it looked like winemaking was going to be a way to do that. It was sort of an art form. The major thing in making wine is don't screw it up, and
As it's most things in life.
most things in
Good
life.
philosophy.
And I was still looking for the challenges that I had faced in my professional career, and I can safely say that the single most spoken phrase in the winery is "What in the hell's the matter now?" And so new problems and ways to go. So it just seemed like a natural thing to do.
You know, making something like this, like wine, as opposed to your professional career, it's got to feel good to get your hands around something and create something, and especially a product that people really enjoy.
Well, it is. It's one of those things that is a natural product. They've been doing it for 8,000 years, and you think to yourself, well, how hard can it be? And that's kind of a natural thing for an engineer to think about. Actually, it's not very hard, but you have to just be careful.
And how many wines do you have? You have a, let's see, it looks like two white wines here and red.
And we make altogether at one time or another 8 to 10 different wines. But the
Award-winning wines too.
Yeah, we've been pretty lucky. We've done pretty well. These 3 wines are probably our 3 most popular wines that we make. One's a Riesling, one's a Muscat Canali, which is a dessert wine, and my personal favorite is the Cabernet Sauvignon. And we do a pretty good job with that, even if I say so.
Yeah.
Does our climate and soil and sun and temperature lend itself to growing good cab grapes?
It does in regions of the state. In Corrales, we can't grow cab because the winters are too cold and the vines die back. So we buy grapes from a vineyard in Deming, and they're warm enough and far enough south that we get really good grapes from there. And it's a distinctive cab in the sense that it has the expression of New Mexico in it.
So you'll be participating in the wine festival this weekend.
Absolutely.
How long have y'all been participating in that?
From the very first time.
Really?
Yeah, we were talking about this, and I can't remember when it started, maybe 8 years ago, 9 years ago.
Yeah.
And we were part of the group that started that festival.
Oh,
and
wow.
it's grown enormously from the 2,000 people that showed up the first time to
It's amazingly huge how many
Yeah.
people come to that.
10 to 12,000 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a great way for people to discover New Mexico wines and how good they are.
That's right.
And
And how much better they've gotten over the years.
Yes.
We started out fairly primitive in this state because there was no existing tradition in making wine, even though, as Siobhan said, it's the oldest winemaking region in this hemisphere. But the winemakers have learned, they continue to work with each other, and the wines have gotten enormously better. These rank with some of the best in the world, I think.
And what I love about New Mexico winemakers, you being one of them, is that all of you know each other, you work together, you're really competitors, but you're not.
That's right.
You're trying to grow an industry here.
That's right. No matter how good the wine is, not everybody's going to like it. And the biggest problem that any winery has is getting people in the door.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we get people into our winery, we'll take our chances.
So you do have a winery in Corrales. People can come by anytime, try out some wines.
Well, we have specific hours. We're open Wednesday through Sunday from noon to 5. But they can try the wines. All the wine tasting is complimentary. We give tours if they're interested. The tour takes about 2 to 3 minutes. It's not a very sophisticated operation, but it's a traditional operation. It's an operation that we're not doing chemical engineering. We're making wine in the traditional fashion.
No, we're a little dry right now. Not seeing a lot of rain. What's that doing to your vineyard?
Actually, it's a help. Rain grows weeds, but the vineyards are all irrigated. They're drip irrigated, and so we actually, where we are, have plenty of groundwater. We're irrigated from wells, not from the ditches or anything like that. And most vineyards are drip irrigated, so it's a benefit. The dryness keeps the insect population down. Insects don't like to be dry; they like to be wet. It keeps the weeds down, keeps mildew down. It's a good deal.
And
There's one thing where the drought is good. I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, we're one of the
Well,
only
just think
people.
about all the delicious wine being processed when it's not raining.
right.
Yeah.
And we did talk a little bit about the awards earlier, but what are some awards? They're not all local awards. Some national.
No, well, we don't go into national competitions, and it's primarily because they're so expensive, and we're really a small winery, and we're still the only place you can get our wines are at the winery. We don't distribute. We're not in restaurants, and we sell out of everything that we make every year. And awards are more or less a validation to the public. People are still uncertain about what they think about wine because the American culture is not a wine culture. So if they see a ribbon, they say, well, then it must be good. I like it, but the ribbon says that it's good, so my taste is validated.
Are you going to keep your production about where it is? Do you want to get any bigger? Do you like things as they are?
Well, we've been trying to do this, and when I say we, my wife Barbara and I actually do this together, and I do the work and she does the criticism. And
Taste the wine.
Taste the wine, yeah. It's worked out pretty well, and we're at about 500 to 1,000 cases a year, and for the two of us, that's as big as we can go.
We're going to put the image of the poster of the WineFest event, and we want everybody to come out. You'll be there pouring along with your...
Absolutely, with my wife and several friends. After every festival, we have a certain amount of time to make new friends.
Well, I love the whole idea behind that. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Keith, great to see you. Thank you for sharing
Well, it's been
your
a pleasure.
time and your expertise. And come out and meet Keith and all the New Mexico vintners out at the Albuquerque Wine Fest.